Public discourse has been reshaped by the influence of media, which has been increasingly taking the form of entertainment due to the construction of political reality by mass media as a form of entertainment. Due to the commodification of media services, the lines between politics and entertainment have become blurred, with media reporting of elections and of political leaders corresponding with the world of entertainment. The rise of the celebrity politician has coincided. Television's cultural impact on politics as a congenial agent of the entertainment business has accelerated this phenomenon, with a greater emphasis placed on appearance and style within the politician's repertoire.
A continuing reliance on television and social media as a medium of communication tends to shift the criteria on which politicians are judged and how they operate, which see a displacement of traditional politics such as bargaining and compromise in favor of the communication artist. We shall be utilizing John Street's typology of the celebrity politician, one which refers to the traditional politician, legitimately elected, or one who aspires to be who engages with popular culture and or has a previous background in entertainment in order to advance their pre-established political functions and goals, and celebrity politician, to which refers to the entertainer who pronounces on politics and claims the right to represent people's causes, but who does so without seeking or acquiring elected office. And defocusing upon democratic politics in the United States, the celebrity politician won in the political use of presentation and appearance as a substitute of policy and principle.
Europe in the 1920s and 1930s saw the rise of totalitarianism of the Soviet Union, along with Nazism and fascism in Germany, and idly charismatic leaders such as Adolf Hitler, Benito Mussolini, and Joseph Stalin employed the available media to maintain an adoration of the public in compliance to their rule. In the United States, Democratic politicians such as John Fitzgerald Kennedy realized that television and radio could be utilized to gain favorable attention from the United States electorate. The political class's adjunction of the media in the 20th century coincided with the ascension of the modern Hollywood celebrity, a prelude to the coming symbiosis, the Hollywood star system, in which iconographic personages for entertainers such as Charlie Chaplin, Mary Pickford, and Douglas Fairbanks were created to promote their films to mass audiences. As the star's fame and clout grew, the political classes realized the potential of securing celebrity endorsements of their candidacies, gaining access to wider assemblage of the electorate.
John F. Kennedy is an ideal example candidate who utilized an ample use of celebrity endorsement in his campaigns, establishing a modern template for endorsements by CP2s. Kennedy understood the dynamic of television as a campaign tool, as well as employing his own personal charm and seductive image in conjunction with his association with stars such as Frank Sinatra gave him a great degree of political style. Kennedy's candidacy would go on to be endorsed by the Red Pack, Barbra Streisand, Marilyn Monroe, Nat King Cole, and a whole host of the Hollywood celebrity royalty. In subsequent years, Kennedy's career would become synonymous with celebrity. His candidacy and ensuing presidency would be applauded by the American public for bringing class and glamour back to politics, and by the 1970s the public would become accustomed to the notion that political figures were to be taken as part of the world of show business.
Politics is show business. Ronald Reagan's presidency remained a complete mystery to most Europeans, though I noticed that Americans took him far more easily in their stride. The then novelty of a Hollywood film star entering politics and becoming governor of California gave Reagan considerable airtime on British television. Watching his right-wing speeches, in which he castigated in sneering tones the profligate, welfare spending, bureaucrat-infested state government, I saw a more crude and ambitious figure. In his commercials, Reagan used the smooth, teleprompter, perfect tones of the television auto salesman to project a political message that was absolutely the reverse of bland and reassuring. A complete discontinuity existed between Reagan's manner and body language on the one hand and his scarily simplistic far-right message on the other. Above all, it struck me that Reagan was the first politician to exploit the fact that his television audience would not be listening too closely, if at all, to what he was saying, and indeed might well assume from his manner and presentation that he was saying the exact opposite of the words actually emerging from his mouth. J.G. Ballard on Reagan.
Relaxed demeanor, use of clever sound bites, clips taken from popular films such as Clint Eastwood's Go Ahead and Make My Day, or his own line from Big Rock in 1940, when one for the Gipper, and his ability to make his lines sound fresh no matter how many times he repeated them, earning the moniker the Great Communicator. He became the prototypical media president who elevated style and image over substance with the help of a non-critical, protective American establishment media. was in American politics, there had been a symbiotic relationship between politics and celebrity for some time now. It was this administration that marked the institutionalization of the celebrity politician CP1 trends towards imagery, style, performance, and personalization within politics.
Neil Postman states, the fundamental metaphor for political discourse is the television commercial. In the average American's lifetime, they will have suffered through 35,000 hours worth of television commercials in their lifetime, so it can be assumed that the television commercial has greatly affected manner of thought. The advertisement and conventions of advertising come to define political communication. Politicians become stars. Politics becomes a series of spectacles, and the citizens become spectators. Due to the television commercial being the single most voluminous form of public communication in society, it has been accepted as normal form of discourse.
The average commercial consists of 15 to 20 seconds in length, designed to grab the viewer's attention, then gratifies the viewer's psychological requirements, asking the viewer to believe that all problems are solvable and solvable fast through some means of chemistry or science. Problems are an easy fix in advertising. Consequently, implications of this are potentially a person exposed to million TV commercials may believe all political problems have fast solutions. Therefore, a shift from partisan politics to television politics occurs. A public's preference for slogans, with sound bites, absurd visuals, and famous faces over politicians' expertise in public policy.
Epistemic power can be explained within two capacities. First is the ability to influence what others believe, think, or know. Second is the ability to enable and disable others from exerting epistemic influence. Celebrities has a substantial amount of epistemic power that isn't connected to any relevant political expertise, which can be problematic. Because celebrities involve themselves in democratic politics, perceived credibility, the extent to which a person is recognized as credible has considerable weight to the amount of epistemic power a person has, which a celebrity can possess in excess.
In a study of the effects the endorsement of Obama by Oprah Winfrey in the 2008 presidential primary, Winfrey's intervention accounted for an estimate of over 1 million votes for Obama. Winfrey commanded a significant level of credibility which she exercised as epistemic power in giving credence in Obama's candidacy for president. Hillary Clinton would have garnered more votes than Obama if not for Winfrey. Her power was great enough to help her the nomination of her preferred candidate.
Attention is another source of epistemic power. Attention by the public is usually favored towards the celebrity over the politician or person with relevant expertise. Former Senator Arlen Specter sums this up nicely in saying, when Hollywood speaks, the world listens. Sometimes when Washington speaks, the world snoozes. The media can form which issues are to be of political importance in terms of giving more attention to a certain subject. The more attention, the more importance. This is agenda setting. The media do not simply reflect political reality, they structure and shape it subsequently. Those to whom a lot of attention is paid can influence the topics people see, hear, and think about, or what people come to believe and know.
Celebrities set the political agenda is using traditional forms of media, as in a celebrity's intervention in a political cause can raise the media visibility of that cause. Additionally, the rise of social media has allowed celebrities to reach large numbers without having to navigate the gatekeepers of the traditional media. Social media also allows celebrities and politicians to sway the coverage of the news media.
In the 2016 presidential election campaign, Donald Trump utilized his Twitter platform and followers of 11.9 million followers to significant effect, outdoing his opponent Hillary Clinton in gaining attention. In comparison, Trump's posts were retweeted 6,000 times on average, while Clinton's averaged 1,500. This level of attention gave Trump a staggering ability to set the news agenda.
I play to people's fantasies. Donald Trump can be accepted as the definitive superstar celebrity politician. From his foremost days, he has desired the kind of media attention worthy of celebrity, from appearing within the circuses of two adverts for Pizza Hut, cameos in films such as Zoolander, Home Alone 2, and Sex and the City, and reality television, and with the Rolling Stones TV show and his role on the Gus Fring of The Apprentice. His career in politics has been derived notoriety he has procured over the years. Many people find it outlandish that someone from outside professional politics should seek the American presidency. There is much wailing among pundits that we have become a celebrity culture in which athletes, movie stars, and businessmen are considered or public office. Sure, it helps that 97% of people know who I am, but after that, voters are looking for accomplishments and qualifications. Mine, I run a billion-dollar corporation. I have created thousands of jobs. I keep a constant eye on the bottom line to make sure my company is profitable. Perhaps it's time that America is run this way. I stand for getting things done. The hinting culture critics and media hacks are ridiculous when they bemoan the rise of celebrity culture and warn about the decline of traditional political values. They're on somebody's girl.
In expressing he has no desire to be a conventional politician nor behave like one, he sets himself apart from traditional politicians, for although he fails in terms of the expected standards of democratic representation, he wins points for authenticity with the public by playing the role of a self-made billionaire, symbolic of the American dream.
In the mediatization of Trump's or any other politician, political person and journalists have framed him as a rock star of sorts to the voters. Trump has been likened to a 1980s comedy act who would shout down hecklers, who was liable to say anything in his off-the-cuff monologues, constantly tweaking them as he tested catchphrases. Lock your up, build the wall. Whilst other observers imagined Trump to a kind of 80s primetime self of aspiration and regard. His campaign, nostalgia-based contempt. The thing you used to like, make America great again. I'm going to bring it back again. He's the classic show rebooted for Netflix.
In this frame, Trump as an entertainer, his campaign and ensuing rallies become not just political events but a form of entertainment for audiences. Part of a Trump support is sheer showbiz. Most powerful is the thrill Trump generates in the room. With politics seemingly transitioning into an adjunct of the entertainment industry, it can be seen, particularly with Trump supporters, that they are more than just voters, they are political fans. By playing the part of the celebrity, you undermine democracy. By turning citizens into fans, you turn critical thinking into adoration.
The art of politics has become the art of performance, the art of the entertainer, the celebrity.
Celebrities are becoming increasingly involved in politics in recent years, and others who exploit their celebrity to become and advance their careers as politicians.
To name a few, there are Hollywood royalties such as Ronald Reagan, Clint Eastwood, and Arnold Schwarzenegger, or the self-made celebrity billionaire tycoon Donald Trump, or the politician-turned-celebrity Barack Obama.
An explanation offered is that they are the focus of considerable attention. Therefore, saving partisan forces promotional work.
Within such a political environment, agencies such as celebrity politics have become more prominent within public engagement of the political environment.
This increasing trend towards the colorization of political leaders causes political parties to engage in constant competition for public approval.
This constant approval-seeking can lead to public debates and decision-making shaped by those who are adept at appearing authentic but are without the relevant expertise.
The constant competition and approval-seeking can also lead to politicians valuing policies with short-term benefits over long-term, such as the Trump administration's rollbacks of more than 100 environmental rules.
Celebrity is
Well known
And measured.
Sensible policy
Is unlikely
Detract.
As much
attention as
provocative, emotionally charged, or polarizing policy, like the television commercial.
Modern day politics.
Wants to grab your attention.
Sell you an
Easy fix.
With a
catchy slogan
and a call
back to
better times.
the citizens.
Gays needs
to learn,
To look
Past the
pomp and spectacle.
to be more,
critical.
and its evaluation.
of its potential.
leaders to look.
That's the leaders
themselves.
or group. Does this person
represent the interest
of my public.
or the interests
of the certain groups.
As
The self
Proclaim
leaders
The
Free world.
Instead
of
Let's
make
America
the great.
begins
Can it
not be
catchy
Slogan.
let's
better